Good morning, it is Thursday the 13th of February. It's just coming up to 9 AM and I'm just about to pop out for a bit of an Uber shift. So it's going to be another split shift, a bit like yesterday's video. I'm going to work until about 1 o'clock today. Yeah, so I'm going to do about 4 hours in the morning and then I'm going to come back out this evening and do like another 4+ hours thereabouts. Just to compare it really to yesterday's shift. So yeah, I'll keep you updated shortly. So it's just after 10 o'clock. First little job I had was from Burscough going into Ormskirk. 3.79 for 1.6 miles. Ormskirk was at a complete and utter standstill. So some genius in Ormskirk planning thought, you know, Ormskirk isn't busy enough. We have this like little daft one-way system, which is always chocker. The majority of it is like 2 lanes, and then what they've decided to do is going over this one little particular bridge is turn that 2 lanes into a 1 lane. So yeah, they're in the process of doing that, and then apparently there was another road closure this morning, but they hadn't put any signs out, so everyone was travelling down the road into the town centre. They got to the end and the road was closed. There's a digger at the front parked in the middle of the road, but no one was actually there doing any digging. So yeah, every man and his dog was doing a 3-point turn to come back out. So anyway, I was halfway into the town centre with this guy and he said, oh, I'm gonna have to get out and walk from here. He said, because I've got a doctor's appointment. So yeah, I had to cut that journey short. So I thought, right, I'm gonna head towards Southport and get away from this traffic. I then got a job which is from Renacres Hospital, which is kind of halfway pretty much between Ormskirk and Southport. Just it's right out in the sticks in the middle of nowhere. Picked someone up from there, £4.56 for 1.1 miles, but obviously I'd ran a couple of miles to it. And then from there I got a job from the outskirts of Southport going into Southport. It was £7.24 for 2.7 miles, but again I had to run about a couple of miles to it. I had to go more of a scenic route because again there was roadworks, so yeah, I had to take a bit of a detour to get to that customer. And that's it. It's just them 3 jobs up to now. So yeah, currently on £15.59 for the first hour. Yeah, a lot of that has been the transition from one town to another. So you know, I've you know potentially lost like 1 or 2 little jobs because I've been jumping from town to town. So yeah, I'll see what's happening now. It seems to be very quiet. Time that I dropped that last customer off. Picked them up at 9:35. It was a 10-minute job, so about 1:45. So it's been 25 minutes and I haven't had a job, or a job offer should I say. So yeah, let's see what happens. So it's just come up to 11 o'clock, quite slow. So yeah, that last job that I had before the last update, which was, I dropped them off at 9:45. I didn't get my next job until 10:15. So again, sat around half an hour doing nothing. It's quite a funny one really. I picked like a youngish girl up. I said, oh, have you got anything exciting planned for today? She went, oh, I'm just on my way to my sister's. She said, I woke up this morning and done a pregnancy test. Well, she'd done 3 of them and they were all coming up as positive. She said, so she said, I've got you taking me to the one-stop shop now so I can go and pick up another one and then go to my sister's. So yeah, basically the only person who she had told before that was a partner. So yeah, I was the second person to find out before a family. So yeah, and then after I dropped that, that was a 10-minute job, so that was 25 past. Waited around for about 5 minutes. Got another small job, £3.69 for 1 mile. A lady been out doing some shopping, dropped her off. That was at 22. So for the past 20 minutes I've had nothing, not a single offer. I even got out to nip into the post office and nothing. I took my phone in with me just in case something popped up, but yeah, nothing whatsoever. So yeah, really quiet. So I've done 2 hours and I'm on 23.36. So what, like £11.50 an hour, something. Yeah, bit rubbish, but it was pretty much like this yesterday morning, if I remember. I think it was like £11-12 an hour. It wasn't until obviously going out in the evening that's what's brought my hourly rate up. So don't know, see what happens. I've probably got another 2 hours before heading home until this evening. So yeah, I'll keep you posted at about 12 o'clock. So just after 12 o'clock, last hour has been diabolical. So yeah, after the update I waited around about 5 minutes, done a £3.81 for 2.2 miles. I then waited 40 minutes for my next job, and it was the only job that come through. It's not like I was sitting there cherry picking, and even then that was only £3.76 for 1.1 miles. I mean, granted I had a little bit of spare time there because I was doing some shopping online for Valentine's Day. Granted that's tomorrow, but good old Amazon deliver next day. You know, so like I was busy doing something, but I didn't really want to be sat there for, I mean that other job was 10 minutes, so technically I sat there from 1:15 until 1:45, so again another half an hour. So there's been a lot of wasted time going on today. Yeah, so in the past hour that is what, £7.50 in the hour. So over the 3 hours I've done, it's just shy of £31, so just over £10 an hour. I'm now going to waste a bit more time because I need to head back towards Ormskirk. I was just going to bounce around there for a little bit because I need to be home for about 1 o'clock. So I thought there might be like a little stepping stone there. Might be a couple of little jobs rather than just leaving Southport and then just driving all the way home. I'll log it off. So yeah, it's been crap. It's been crappier today than it was yesterday morning. It just goes to show it's just right place at the right time. It just depends on who's wanting to move about it, you know. So it is what it is. And I'll give you the final update about 1 o'clock when I get home. So it's 12:30. I've come home a little bit early. So after that last update, I set off towards Ormskirk. I picked up a job coming in towards Ormskirk. It was £7.34 going 3.3 miles, and that job took me not too far away from my house. So I thought if I was to turn around now and kind of head back to Ormskirk, I might get one other job if I was lucky, and then I'd have to then drive back out of Ormskirk again. So yeah, I just basically called it like the end of the shift there. So in that half an hour I got one job and it was £7.34, which takes the total to £38.27 for 3.5 hours. So I'm going to go offline now, and yeah, I'll be back on later. Not sure on an exact time, but yeah, I'm hoping to do another, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours later. So yeah, see what happens then. Good evening, it is coming up to 5:45 and I'm just about to head off out to continue today's shift. So yeah, stay tuned and let's see what happens. So, quick hourly update. It's slightly just over an hour. I've only just had a chance to stop. So, first job I had was a Bearsco in towards Ormskirk. That was £6.13 for 2.3 miles. I then accepted a job which I basically got wrong. I thought it was Bearsco to like Banks, more like towards Southport, but it wasn't. It was Bearsco to Hesketh Bank, Preston. It was £10.32 for 7.6 miles. So I still done it, even though it wasn't the greatest, and I basically like misread it. So yeah, it's a little bit rubbish. And then I started heading in towards Southport after that, once I came out of Tarleton. I then done a £3.70 for 1.4 miles. So in the past hour, I think I've done about £20, because yeah, this morning I done 38.27, and now I'm 58.42. 28, well, it won't be right. Oh, sorry, 38, yeah. So made £20 in the past hour, thereabouts. So, yeah, I'll see what the next hour brings. So, just after 8 o'clock, slightly better hour. I've done about £20 in this hour. So the first job was a £4.37 for 0.7 of a mile, a £4.40 for 2.3 miles, a £3.91 for 0.6 of a mile, a £3.71 for 1.5 miles, and then I've just done a £3.80 for 2.3 miles. So yeah, I've just logged off and it said I've made like £20 and 8 pence since the last update. So that's when I come offline. It makes it a bit easier for me to keep track of where I'm up to. So yeah, I'm currently on £78 and some pence, and including this morning I've done the 2.5, 5, about 5 hours 45 minutes. So I think that works out roughly about £14.30 an hour. So the hourly rate is increasing ever so slightly. But yeah, it is really quiet, to be honest. So I'll with a small little job. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, so what I've been basically doing is a lot of the mileage I've been kind of ignoring to a degree, and I've been looking at how long it's actually going to take me. It's like jobs will pop up for like £5, but it's going to take you 25 minutes. And then another job will pop up for like £4.50, but it's going to take you 6 minutes. So you're thinking, well, I'll do that because that's not too bad. So yeah, I'll go and crack on with this. It just seems to be all little small tiny jobs, but I've probably done what, 5 or 6 of them in the past hour, which has given me the £20. So it's not too bad for a weekday night, £20 an hour. I say not too bad. I'd say that's pretty much good, to be honest, if that's what you're on. So yeah, I'll update it again about 9 o'clock. So final update, just got home. It is just after 9 o'clock. So last hour I think I've done about £17.80, I think. I was still in Southport. I'd done a £3.78 for 1.9 miles, and then including the £2 tip I got £6.28 for 2.6 miles, and then a £3.73 for 2.1 miles. It was really quiet, like a bit of space between the jobs, to be honest. It's like that first one then was at like 8 o'clock. That was like a 5-minute job, and then I got the other one pretty much straight away, which took me to like 8:15, and then I had to sit there for about 20 minutes. And I got a bit bored. I thought I'll head in towards Ormskirk, start heading home. Got into Ormskirk, obviously I waste like 15 minutes driving down. Got like a £3.99 for 1.3 miles. And I just started getting offered like really daft jobs. Where are we? I'm going to take a screenshot of 1 or 2. You know, things like I was on my way back to Ormskirk, and then it wants me to drive to Ormskirk, which was another 5 miles away, or 10 minutes, then turn round and drive over 9 miles back to Southport. So all in, it was like almost like a 40-minute job, and they were offering £14.65 for like, it's nearly 16 miles. Well, loads of little just like rubbish jobs like that were popping up, and I just thought it's not worth my time. I'd rather just come home and watch telly, to be honest. So yeah, basically I finished on, including this morning, I've done 20 trips, which works out at £96.39. But then over the 7 hours for the day works out at a low of £13.33. So yeah, rubbish, to be honest, in comparison to yesterday. So yeah, that's about it. No real stories to tell. Nothing's really happened. It was just chugging along, but just really slowly, to the point of I thought I can't be bothered. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be out tomorrow, obviously, with it being Friday. Going to be starting handy-ish. Yeah, and I'll be out for a long shift tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on tomorrow's.